It is Indiana in the morning, and it's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com. Good morning to you. Thanks so much for being with us on this Tuesday. Nicole Sipos is with us. Indiana Borough Manager joins us once a month. She says it seems like she's here all the time. I don't know what she's meaning by that. Our visit presented by Marcus & Mack, voted best law firm and best personal injury lawyer 3 years in a row in the Best of Indiana County contest. You can visit them online at marcusandmack.com. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's good to have you with us here today. You navigated across the street there. Street crossing has become a very big issue for Indiana Borough. Of course, there have been very well documented cases where it's been rather dangerous at times to cross the street. And the borough really wants to do something, working hard to find solutions to getting across the street safely.
We are, and police department is not backing down. You know, they're out there. We're trying to get as much communication out there as possible. We're continuing to meet with PennDOT. We're meeting with them on Thursday. We're going to look at these intersections. Again, we understand, you know, there's a concern to the public, and we are continuing to work with PennDOT and our partners.
One of the things about it is this particular configuration of this intersection has been in place for well over 100 years, and so it's not going to change in 100 minutes.
Right.
It's something that you really have to be cognizant of.
You know, just even me coming across the street there, you stop and pause a second, and you know that's the thing we have to let the walkers and the residents know. Maybe take a minute and pause, and you know. Make sure you're paying attention to your surroundings.
Well, the danger of this particular intersection comes in crossing from actually this side of the street right in front of the station, because vehicles coming off of 9th, making that turn, they might not, because especially with the barrier there for the traffic signal controller, they might not see as well that somebody has entered that crosswalk. So coming off of there, you have to be really careful.
You do, and you guys have the prime view here of seeing all the cars turning and people trying to get across there.
Yeah. So PennDOT and Indiana Borough are going to do a walkthrough.
We're continuing to work. Yes, we're coming up with some ideas and solutions, and we're going to continue to talk about it.
Yeah. Okay? All right. So we work that in that direction.
Yes.
Tell me about the garbage collection, how that has gone.
Garbage collection. It is going. Please be patient. We are working right now. Waste Management did deliver all the cans. If you need to exchange your can for, if you're 62 and older and feel the 96 gallon is too big, please call the borough and we can get you on the list to get a 36 gallon container. I think a lot of people didn't know we had that service for 62 and older for a smaller, a reduced rate and a smaller can service. Okay. So when that 96 gallon container came, it's a little big, and most people maybe don't need that size. So please, if you're 62 and older, if you have not done so, call the borough and we'll get you on the list to get that exchanged. We are working we had a lot of landlord question for IUP move out graduations coming up in May. So that is separate contract. Please continue to do what you've done in the past. Try to put your garbage in the bin. They will have extra pickup the week prior to the graduation and the week after graduation. So that's the bulk items, everything that needs to be disregarded from the student rental houses. That is continued as is. They'll have extra pickups those weeks of prior to graduation and after graduation.
So that would be next week. Next week.
Yeah, May 10th, I believe is graduation. Yeah. So landlords, and one thing that I want to let IUP students know that are moving out, please, Nancy Doolin, one of the landlords in town, teamed up with the Chevy Chase Center, all the non-perishable items that these students that have extra and they don't want to haul home and stuff. Make sure, reach out to your local centers and their collection of donation. If you need somewhere to drop it off, the borough's more than willing if you want to drop it off there. The landlords are trying to get together and do an end of a semester food drive. So get rid of all, instead of throwing it all away, if there's any, beds. I know Family Promise, I heard they were on here this morning. So again, a lot of these places take generally used items, if they don't want to, they need to get rid of them.
Yeah.
So just
it's a smart idea.
I think that's great. I know in the past, there was always when our code officers would go in and do re-inspections, they would see, a lot of generally used furniture that was sitting out on the curb and that could be used for some of these organizations.
After all, it's Earth Day.
It
is about recycling.
Yes, and again that leads me right into tonight. We have administration meeting and our public works meeting, and our public works on our agenda. We're going to talk about recycling, downtown commercial recycling. We've seen lots of, cardboard going out in the trash and that. So we're going to work with our solid waste authority down at the recycling center with the authority and see what we can do with our businesses to implement some type of recycling program.
That'd be great.
Yeah. And we're looking into a satellite for cardboard. I know a lot of people say, oh, we don't want to drive down to Homer City because I get that turn to try to get into... Yeah. So you have to kind of go down to the sheets and turn around.
Not the most convenient.
It's not the most convenient, and I understand that. So maybe we're going to look in for residents to have a drop off for the cardboard and that. Now we still do curbside recycling for glass and plastic and newspaper. So residents, we encourage you to still continue, to put out your recycling. Again, that should cut down on your trash.
The amount of office paper too. If we could find a way to address that.
That's for the commercial. So with commercial, we'll pick up hopefully the cardboard and the paper.
Yeah. That'd be great.
We've been talking about that. I'm on the board of the recycling, Indiana County Solid Waste, which is the recycling. I'm on the board of that, and that's been a big discussion in the last couple of months. So administration is meeting tonight at 6:30. Normally we meet at 7, so I just want to remind everybody, if you're planning on coming to the administration meeting, it's at 6:30. We're going to do our audit report. Our auditor is going to be here to give the financial report from 2024 and go from there.
Is that a public meeting?
It is
Folks
a public
can come
meeting.
to that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right.
Our committee meetings are not Zoomed or online, but the committee meetings are open
you
to
can
public.
attend in person. All right.
Yeah.
Hey, a lot of construction on our streets, and that's wonderful because it means that we're getting lines replaced in a lot of the areas, whether they're gas lines or water lines or whatever it's going to be. You're always going to have that that opportunity to come across. Maybe I shouldn't say opportunity. The potential to run across. Somebody standing there with a sign saying, stop,
be patient. Yeah, we are updating our website constantly. Our communication person is putting all the information online, where the traffic is, what roads will be shut down. We asked, you can check that daily. We try to get the communication up there as fast as we can. Our public works director has a good relationship with the utility companies, to let them know what's going on. We'll get, again, it's this year, I think, is the last year. The gas company, they have done a lot of work in the borough, so this probably they're going to be eventually moving out of the borough, but they're still continue. The water company has some work, and then the borough is going to be doing their paving project.
Yeah. So that is all coming up on the summer
That's all
schedule.
coming up, and I believe PennDOT's going to be paving Philadelphia streets. So,
but I've noticed, the road diet that they called it, the road diet was back 2009 around there. And some potholes have come up on that road.
They have. There is and that's another thing. There is potholes out there. Our public works director, the plant I believe is open now, so they should be able to. Don't quote me on that if the plant's open or not, but hopefully we can get the plant will be open soon, so we can get those potholes filled.
Get those all fixed up.
Yeah.
We can fix the timing on the light at 3rd and Philly would be really good too. The overnight.
We're going to have everybody call, and you're going to make a list.
That's what we can do. We can hold a telethon.
with the list.
If we had that telethon, we'd make you sit here and take those calls, is what we would do.
They're welcome to get on our website. We have a contact us email address. Please send us an email. There's actually a section on there where you can put in, like, if there's a pothole or so you see a sign down, there's a form on there you can
Just
fill out.
Alert people so that they get their attention. All right. What else do you have for us today?
That's it. Just meetings coming up and getting ready for May. And like I said, IUP graduation and,
Here comes
summertime.
The summer festival season.
The third Thursday. I went to third Thursday was a kickoff fun event.
That was last week, huh?
Yeah. It was nice. The weather was nice.
Good things happening.
Everybody was eating some tacos. Danny Tacos was down there. Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
I think Sam Kinley, hopefully he comes on because Mondays, they're going to have Monday food trucks at IRMC Park and on Mondays.
Monday food trucks. He did mention that
Did
when
he?
he was here last time.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the restaurants are closed on Mondays. So there are fewer options for getting a bite to eat downtown.
Yeah.
So Monday food trucks
Monday
addresses
food
that.
trucks, yeah. So anybody out up and about, walking around town, stop by and grab lunch.
Yeah. And you know what happens then when you get something like that? Then somebody shows up with an accordion and it's just it's chaos. It's just chaos. Nicole, thanks so much.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. It is the voice of Indiana County. It's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, WCCSradio.com. 924 Boomer Sports next, brought to you by S&T Bank, People Forward Banking.